The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. If you get someone that is just hopping from objection to objection to objection, they might just be October 10th, 2010. So lower your action threshold right there on the spot. 4 ways. Offer a money-back guarantee, offer a cooling off or rescission period. Use key phrases that paint a picture that runs counter to the concerns of a typical high action threshold person ruminates on. I will hold your hand every step of the way. We pride ourselves on long-term relationships. We have blue chip customer service. Oh, most powerful. Language pattern that lets you temporarily reverse a high threshold prospect's negative movies, causing them to abandon their strategy of running a long and toxic negative movie and a short positive one. Let me ask you an honest question here. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Maybe the stock goes down a few points. Will that put you in the poorhouse? Of course it won't. But if I'm right and you make $15 minus 20 grand, will that make you rich? No. So this won't make you rich and it won't make you poor. What it will do is establish a track record. So why don't we do this and start a little smaller? Instead of picking up a full block of 10,000 shares, let's just do 6,000 shares to establish a relationship. Of course, you will make less money when the stock goes higher, but your percentage gain will be same. And you can judge me on that. And let me tell you, if you do half as well as the other clients in this program, the only problem you are going to have is that you didn't buy more. Less than shut up GT. You have lowered the action threshold and summed up the best benefits and reduced the energy expenditure and asked for the order in just the right way with a tritonal closing pattern. 95% of your buyers will buy right here. The advantage of high threshold clients is that once they decide to go with you, they are going with you. They're just so happy to get a person that gets them that they won't even leave for a better offer. Running additional loops. How many loops should you run? Be prepared to run at least 4, because there are 4 numbers in their buying combination, and you still have pain threshold to loop. People who are feeling significant pain tend to act quickly. People in denial of their pain tend to act slowly. The amount of pain they are feeling significantly impacts their action threshold. A glass of water is worth $1 million if you are dying of thirst. Introduce pain at 2 spots. At intelligence gathering. Identify where your prospect's pain lies and, if necessary, amplify it. Reintroduce it at the beginning of the 3rd loop. Bill, I know you said before that you are. Worry about your retirement. About worrying that your Social Security won't be enough to pay for your living expenses and so forth. Less than sympathetic tone, greater than Bill. Let me ask you a question. With the way things have been deteriorating in the last 12 months, where do you see yourself a year from now? Hell, 5 years from now? Are things going to be any more intense in terms of the sleepless nights and worrying? Less than a care, feel your pain tonality greater than I get it, Bill. I have been around the block a couple of thousand times now, and I know these things don't typically resolve themselves unless you take serious action to resolve them. In fact, let me say this. One of the true beauties here is quickly resell the tertiary aspects of the 310s, focusing almost exclusively on the emotional side using future pacing to paint. That pain-free future using your product and getting the benefits. Then transition into a soft close and ask for the sale. With the exception of the first rebuttal that you will deflect, all subsequent rebuttals will be answered using pre-planned rebuttals. See accompanying examples. www.jordanbelfort.com/rebuttal. Though a rebuttal only earns you the right to speak more, what you say after the rebuttal gets you the sale. If they still say no, just thank them and .move.n. Back off and regain rapport and say, I get it. This just isn't a good fit for you right now. How about I send you some info and we can speak again? If historically your callback rates are very low, then just leave the ball in their court and don't call back. If they seem on edge or are laughing, you're probably pushing too far. Back off with something like, Jim, please don't construe my enthusiasm for pressure. It's just that I know that this is a perfect fit for you. Then loop back into the sale, matching their body language tonality, and focus on utter sincerity. I feel your pain. Use pain to empower people to get what they need, not to disempower people to make a sale.